Burned out at work? Rewire your brain in 4 minutes. Stanford's fix for balance and bliss. Welcome back to Take and Grow, where we expand your mind and elevate your life. I'm Dr. Silas Kincaid, and today we're tackling one of the biggest thieves of joy in modern life, burnout. If you're feeling drained, overwhelmed, or like you're running on fumes, this episode is your lifeline. We'll uncover fulfillment strategies that act as a true burnout buster, drawing from cutting-edge research to help you reclaim your energy and find that sweet spot between work and life. Stick around. By the end, you'll have tools that could change everything. We'll go deep into the science, share real stories, and give you step-by-step ways to turn things around, all while keeping it practical and relatable for your everyday routine. All right, folks, let's settle in, because we're about to embark on a thorough journey from that heavy place of total exhaustion all the way to a refreshed state of true equilibrium. This isn't a quick skim. We're building this out layer by layer, starting right at the bottom where things feel the most overwhelming and gradually climbing up to where you can breathe easy and thrive. I'll weave in personal anecdotes, detailed breakdowns, and plenty of evidence-based insights so you can see exactly how this applies to you. Think of it as a roadmap. We begin with understanding the root causes, move into immediate fixes, and then lock in long-term safeguards. By the time we're done, you'll feel equipped to handle whatever comes your way. To kick things off, we need to really unpack what burnout does to your body and mind, the underlying biology that's driving this whole mess. It's not just about being tired after a long day. No, burnout is a systemic overload where your body's stress response gets stuck in high gear. Let's start with the basics. Your adrenal glands are pumping out cortisol, that infamous stress hormone, around the clock. Normally, cortisol helps you handle short bursts of pressure, like meeting a deadline or dodging traffic. But when it's chronic, it turns against you. Imagine your body as a car engine revving non-stop. Eventually, parts start to wear out. Diving into the neuroscience, your brain's hypothalamus-pituitary-adrenal axis, or HPA axis for short, is the command center here. When triggered repeatedly, it floods your system with glucocorticoids, which can lead to inflammation, disrupted sleep cycles, and even changes in brain structure. Research from institutions like the Mayo Clinic shows that prolonged high cortisol levels can shrink the hippocampus, the area responsible for memory and learning, while enlarging the amygdala, which amps up fear and anxiety. That's why burnout often comes with brain fog, forgetfulness, and a constant sense of dread. But let's make this real. Picture a typical scenario. You're a project manager juggling endless Zoom calls, emails piling up, and family demands pulling you in every direction. At first, you power through with coffee and sheer willpower, but soon your immune system takes a hit. Maybe you catch every cold going around the office. Studies, including one from the American Psychological Association, link this to increased susceptibility to illnesses because chronic stress suppresses white blood cell production. And it's not just physical. Emotionally, you might withdraw from friends or snap at loved ones, creating a vicious cycle of isolation. Now, expanding on that, let's consider how burnout manifests differently across professions. For teachers, it might show as emotional exhaustion from dealing with students' needs without enough support. In healthcare, nurses and doctors face compassion fatigue, where empathy drains dry. Tech workers often battle decision fatigue from constant innovation pressures. A global survey by Gallup found that 44% of employees experience burnout symptoms daily, with women and younger workers hit hardest due to added caregiving roles or economic uncertainties. Understanding these variations helps tailor solutions. If you're in sales, for instance, the rejection loop amplifies the stress biology. Shifting gears slightly but staying grounded in the science, let's talk about the role of neurotransmitters. Dopamine, your motivation chemical, plummets in burnout, making even simple tasks feel monumental. Serotonin dips too, contributing to mood swings or depression-like symptoms.
Norepinephrine imbalances lead to that wired but tired feeling. Brain imaging using fMRI revealed reduced activity in the prefrontal cortex, impairing executive functions like planning and focus. It's like your brain's CEO is on strike. To illustrate, I once consulted with a corporate executive named Alex, again, name changed for privacy. Alex described mornings where getting out of bed felt impossible despite a successful career. We traced it back to years of unchecked stress, where his body had adapted to high cortisol, but at the cost of everything else. Blood tests confirmed elevated markers, and it was a wake-up call. This biological lens isn't meant to scare you, it's empowering, because once you know the enemy, you can fight back effectively. As we progress from this foundational understanding, let's ease into the next phase, the immediate recovery steps that can start turning the tide right away. At the heart of this is that powerful 4-minute technique from Stanford, Cyclic Sighing. But before we jump into the how-to, let's explore why it works so profoundly. Developed by researchers like Dr. Andrew Huberman, this method leverages your autonomic nervous system to shift from sympathetic, fight-or-flight dominance to parasympathetic, rest and restore activation. Here's the step-by-step breakdown, expanded for clarity. First, find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down, eyes closed if possible. Begin with a full inhale through your nose, filling your lungs about 70 to 80% of the way. Then, without exhaling, take a quick second inhale to top it off completely. This double inhale maximizes oxygen intake and stimulates the vagus nerve, which runs from your brain to your gut and regulates relaxation. Now, exhale slowly through your mouth, making it twice as long as the inhales combined. Aim for 6 to 10 seconds. Purse your lips slightly to control the flow, like blowing through a straw. Why the emphasis on the exhale? Science shows that prolonged exhalations increase carbon dioxide tolerance, which calms your respiratory centers in your brainstem. A Stanford study published in Cell Reports Medicine compared this to other breathing protocols like box breathing or mindfulness meditation and found cyclic sighing reduced anxiety by up to 20% more effectively in daily practitioners. They tracked metrics like skin conductance, a measure of sweat and arousal, and found quicker drops post-practice. Let's practice it right now. Pause the episode if you need to. Inhale, top it off, slow exhale. Feel that subtle shift? That's your heart rate variability improving, a key indicator of resilience. For best results, do this 3 times a day, morning to set the tone, midday to reset, and evening to unwind. Integrate it into routines like during commutes or before meals.
Expanding on recovery, let's incorporate complementary tactics. Hydration is crucial. Dehydration exacerbates fatigue, so aim for half your body weight in ounces of water daily. Gentle movement, like yoga or walking in nature, releases endorphins without overtaxing your system. A meta-analysis in the Journal of Occupational Health reviewed over 50 studies and confirmed that short, low-intensity exercises speed up burnout recovery by boosting BDNF, a protein that supports brain cell growth. Stories bring this to life. Take Lisa, a marketing director who came to me mid-crisis. She was sleeping poorly, gaining weight from stress eating, and dreading work. We started with the sighing technique, added 10-minute daily walks, and focused on sleep hygiene, no screens an hour before bed. Within 2 weeks, her energy rebounded, and she negotiated flexible hours with her boss. It's proof that small, consistent actions compound. But recovery isn't one size fits all. If you're dealing with severe symptoms, consider professional help like therapy or medical checkups to rule out underlying issues like thyroid problems mimicking burnout. Cognitive behavioral techniques can reframe negative thoughts, turning "I can't handle this" into "I've got tools to manage." As we build upward, let's layer in nutrition's role. Omega-3s from fish or flax seeds reduce inflammation. Magnesium-rich foods like spinach calm nerves. Avoid sugar spikes that crash your energy. A study in Nutrients Journal linked Mediterranean diets to lower burnout rates among professionals. Now, transitioning to broader recovery strategies, mindfulness practices amplify the sighing. Apps like Calm offer guided sessions, but even 5 minutes of body scanning, mentally noting tensions and releasing them, helps. Journaling prompts. What drained me today? What recharged me? This builds self-awareness. For those in high-stakes jobs like first responders, recovery might include peer support groups. Organizations like the International Critical Incident Stress Foundation provide models for debriefing after tough shifts. Extending this further, let's discuss sleep architecture. Burnout disrupts REM and deep sleep stages, essential for emotional processing. Techniques like the 4-7-8 breath, inhale 4, hold 7, exhale 8 before bed, can induce drowsiness fast. Track with wearables to see improvements. Real-world application? In my practice, I've seen entrepreneurs use recovery phases to pivot businesses. One client, after mastering these steps, reduced his work week from 60 to 40 hours while increasing output, all because clearer minds make better decisions. As we continue climbing toward equilibrium, we've covered the biology and immediate fixes. Now let's solidify with prevention plans that keep you there long term. Prevention is about creating sustainable systems, not just reacting to crises. Start with boundary setting. Define work hours and stick to them. Use tools like email autoresponders saying, "I'm offline until tomorrow." For emergencies, call. Science backs this. A study in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that employees with clear boundaries reported 25% less emotional exhaustion. Next, prioritize tasks using the Eisenhower matrix, urgent versus important, to avoid overload. Incorporate regular check-ins, weekly reviews of your schedule to prune non-essentials. Build in buffer time between meetings for mental resets. Social support is key. Nurture relationships that uplift you. Research from Harvard's Grant study spanning 80 years shows strong connections as the top predictor of well-being. Let's talk hobbies. Rediscover activities that spark joy, like painting or hiking. These activate your brain's reward centers, countering dopamine depletion. For parents, prevention might mean shared childcare or meal prepping to free up time. Expanding on workplace strategies, advocate for yourself. Request ergonomic setups to reduce physical strain or flexible policies. Companies like Google have 20% time for personal projects, reducing burnout by fostering creativity. Nutrition and exercise as prevention, consistent routines prevent dips. Strength training twice weekly builds physical resilience. Balanced meals stabilize mood. Mindset shifts. Practice gratitude journaling to rewire positivity bias. Affirmations like "I control my energy" reinforce agency. For leaders, foster team prevention. Encourage breaks, recognize efforts. This creates a culture where burnout is addressed proactively. Stories of success? A teacher client implemented prevention by batching grading and adding student-led activities, reclaiming evenings for family. Her stress dropped, engagement rose. Broadening to life stages, in mid-career, prevention includes skill building to avoid stagnation. Retirees might focus on purpose-driven activities post-work. Tech tools like Rescue Time track time sucks. Forest gamifies focus. Holistic approaches, acupuncture or massage for physical release. Essential oils like lavender for calm. Community involvement, join groups aligned with values for fulfillment. Financial angles, burnout often ties to money stress, so prevention prevents that layer. Travel and breaks, plan vacations as resets. As we near the peak, integrate all this. Biology informs recovery, which enables prevention, creating equilibrium.
Extended scenarios, remote workers set home office boundaries. Gig economy, diversify income to reduce pressure. Cultural considerations, in high-pressure societies like Japan, where karoshi, death from overwork, is a term, prevention emphasizes societal change, but individually, start small. Final layers, spiritual practices if resonant, meditation for perspective. By now, you've got a comprehensive toolkit from the depths of exhaustion to sustained equilibrium. And here's where you cash in on all that investment, that immediate sense of relief washing over you. Right here, let's do an expanded balance audit together. Grab a notebook if you can. First, rate your current energy level on a 10-point scale. Be honest. Next, list 3 things draining you most this week. Maybe endless notifications, skipped lunches, or perfectionism. For each, brainstorm one small tweak. Turn off alerts after hours, pack healthy snacks, or aim for good enough. Now, identify 3 energizers: a good conversation, a favorite song, or fresh air. Commit to amplifying one daily. Feel that shift? It's not magic, it's you taking the reins, creating space for bliss amid the balance. This audit isn't a one-off. Revisit it weekly and watch how it compounds into lasting change. We've journeyed far today, from the grips of burnout biology through powerful recovery techniques like Stanford's quick rewire and into robust prevention strategies for enduring work-life harmony. If this episode hit home, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe to Take and Grow. Drop a like and share your own burnout turnaround story in the comments below. What was your rock bottom moment, and what's the first change you're making today? Your insights could spark hope for someone else scrolling through. Up next, we'll dive into crafting unshakable confidence even in the most unpredictable times, plus more on emerging work-life trends shaping our futures. Thanks for investing this time with me. It's been an honor guiding you through this. This is Dr. Silas Kincaid reminding you, take what resonates, apply it boldly, and watch your life grow. Until next time, stay balanced and keep elevating.